Hi, this is Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're talking about the astrology of April 2022. Hi, my name is Theresa with One Inspiring Woman. I'm an intuitive psychic medium here in the Sugarland area. That's just outside of Houston. I work with my angels and guides to assist my clients in many areas of their lives, to bring them special messages from loved ones who have passed, to dialogue with their angels for guidance into their own situation, or to assist them with their own psychic abilities. If you like my content, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. So let's start out by lighting our incense and kind of getting into the rhythm. And I am so thankful I get to welcome you into April 2022. And the incense is not lighting. There we go. And I always light an incense because not only is it clearing my space where I'm at, it's clearing your space as we watch this video. And April's energy has a lot to teach us, and we have some amazing alignments coming up. Last time, here we go. Okay, are you ready for April 2022? I know I am. So let's start out with April 1st. And of course, April 1st is April Fool's Day. And so that brings in this very jovial energy. There's really not any aspects happening on April 1st, but I will tell you that this is going to bring in this very jovial, very fun, very loving, very kind of sweet and innocent kind of energy with it. And it's going to bring some amazing laughter with it, because I think that's one of the things I know I've been wanting for a long time, is playing some really good, very fun jokes on people. And that's really what April 1st is all about, kind of like playing that fool and kind of fooling our friends a little bit until we kind of tell them, April Fools, we got you. So let's start on April 2nd. April 2nd, we have our sun in Aries conjunct with Mercury in Aries. And this is going to bring a lot of unifying energy. The sun is all about kind of like getting out and being social. And then Mercury is all about communication. So this is going to amp up our communication, and it's going to do it for a little bit. We are going to have some great connections with our friends. We're going to have some great connections maybe with some coworkers, people around us. And this is a great time to socialize with others, a great time to amplify that energy and really move forward in what's going on around us. On April 4th, we have our Mars in Aquarius conjunct our Saturn in Aquarius. And like I said, this is kind of bringing like a unifying or almost like a focus energy. And this one's going to bring in more of the focus energy of Mars, kind of like, what are the obstacles? What is frustrating us? What is kind of driving us a little crazy? And then Saturn is kind of like, really about being social, or what the structures are, and bringing that energy together in a new way. And like I said, it's going to be a lot of focused energy. This alignment can bring a lot of frustration. It can create a lot of obstacles, not only between us, but between other people as well. Socially, kind of like you may see a lot of people kind of jumping out on social media, like, I can't believe you said that, and I can't believe, kind of that sort of thing. You may even see this in political aspects or political arenas as well. It's kind of like everybody kind of fighting against each other. And it's really more like the obstacles. They're blaming everybody else for the obstacles in their life. But it doesn't always have to be that way. We can actually plan to be really calm this day and really focus on what we want to communicate with others. Let's go on to April 5th. April 5th, we have Venus enters the sign of Pisces. And Venus is that planet of love. And Pisces is like this flow. So we're going to have a lot of love flowing around and a lot of energy in play of what's coming out, kind of what pleasures do we want to seek? Where do we want to go? And then that Pisces energy is just all about like bringing this really flowy, dreamy, compassionate, kind energy of kind of, like I said, just moving through the energy. Where do we want to go? This is going to be a really great one for people to get together, intensify their relationships, kind of bring things together. And then this is going to bring a lot of this for the next 4 weeks. I know, almost all the way through April, we're going to have this really great alignment. And I guarantee you, this is not going to be great for your finances. Venus is all about kind of that impulse energy. And then Pisces with that flow, it's kind of like flowing towards the impulse energy of kind of like overspending or kind of overdoing for a little bit. Let's move on to April 7th. Let's see. We have Mercury in the sign of Aries, sextile Saturn in Aquarius. And sextile is all about like supporting the energy. So Mars in Aries is going to support Saturn in Aquarius. And this is kind of a great energy. I'm sorry, let's go back to that. Mars in Aries is sextile Saturn in Aquarius, and this happens on April 7th. And this is going to bring a very supportive energy between the both, between Mercury in the sign of Aries and Saturn in the sign of Aquarius, kind of bringing a very supportive energy, kind of like, what do you want to bring forward? I can help you move this forward. What are your new way of communication or honesty that day? This can really be a great day to kind of negotiate contracts, sign new contracts. This could make some big deals, and you may see some deals kind of like open on the world market of things that have been behind the scenes for a while, and now just kind of like, here we go, we get to announce this today. So this is going to be a really great one on April 7th. Let's move to April 8th. April 8th, we have our Mercury in the sign of Aries, sextile Mars in the sign of Aquarius. And like I said, sextile is all about supporting the energy, and Mercury is all about communication and bringing things forward. And then Mars is kind of like, where are we going with all of this? I want to see this happening. Our kind of pushing our energy, kind of like, where can we set our next plan? Where can we set our next energy to move forward? Mars is all about that pre-planning, kind of what are we going to go next? What's going to be the next thing that's going to be the next big innovation or idea coming out? You may also see a lot of videos go viral on these days, kind of like April 7th and 8th. A lot of viral videos of just like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I wanted to see. And everybody's going to kind of catch the energy with that. This one is all about, April 8th is all about the innovation of new aspects or new energy coming in. And this is going to be a really great day to kind of get things off your plate. Work is going to be super easy. It's going to flow with ease, and things are just going to be like coming together, like, whoosh, here we go. Everything is working together. Let's move to April 10th. We have Mercury in the sign of Aquarius square Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. And square is all about either struggle or growth. So they're going to either push each other together to kind of struggle together, or they're going to kind of help us grow in some way. So this relationship is going to be a little bit of a power struggle. So we're going to have a little bit of that struggle going on. And this can create some headaches for people. Kind of not necessarily a physical headache, but kind of like a mental headache of like, I can't move forward or I can't move ahead. Instead of fighting, in this energy, this is a really great day to kind of take a break or take the time off. This is going to be a great day to kind of ease into new energy. And there's going to be a lot of energy coming up too. So let's move to next on April 10th. We also have Mercury enters the sign of Taurus. And Mercury, like I said, is all about communication. And Taurus is this really steady, calm, very grounded energy. Taurus is kind of like the planet of communication, the sign of the bull, kind of making common sense, kind of thinking deliberately of what are the words I want to say, or how do I want to say this so this person can hear this in the right tone, in the right way, so I can keep moving forward in what I choose to do. And it's going to be in this flow for the next couple of weeks. So this is going to be a great energy for most of us of just like communication, coming together, deliberately thinking about like, how can I communicate this idea or this contract or a flow of reports? How can I get this to move forward much easier than normal? Let's move to April 12th. April 12th, we have Jupiter in the sign of Pisces conjunct this Neptune in the sign of Pisces. And conjunct is all about kind of like bringing that energy together, kind of bringing and unifying energy together. So We have our flowy little Pisces of all our little fish going together. And this is going to be a very unique aspect that brings a lot of peace, a lot of creative, a lot of loving vibes that we haven't had in the last few weeks. So kind of bringing that back together. And then that will be spurred on by our Venus in the sign of Pisces as well. So it's going to bring a lot of love, a lot of attention to love, and kind of being compassionate and being caring and really nice to other people. Let's move forward. This is going to bring, like I said, bring a lot of compassion over the next weeks. It's going to bring a lot of soft energy. I think a lot of soft energy that we'll be ready for in the month of April. So also on April 12th, we have our sun in the sign of Aries, sextile Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. And sextile is all about being that supportive energy. This is a great aspect to kind of bring in all the work that we need to do and kind of humanitarian reasons. You may see people step out more and help other people, or step out of their own comfort zone to help other people that they may not have been normally willing to do or able to do. So kind of pushing that energy a lot more differently than we have in the past. Next, let's move to April 14th. Let's see, we have Mars enters the sign of Pisces. And this kind of drifts some really good spiritual goals, a lot of traditional goals that we've been kind of really working into, to kind of clear those out and kind of allow our intuition in the sign of Pisces to kind of like, where do we need to go with this? Over the next couple of weeks, you're going to see people, like I said, really pursuing, and this is amplifying that energy of helping others in a way more complex way, or really wanting to help others step out in their own power. April 15th is a day that no one really likes. And there's no aspects on April 15th, but this is a really good day to really think about your taxes and how much we pay in taxes. I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I pay so much in taxes. This is a really good day to kind of keep that in mind. And if you haven't finished them, definitely finish your taxes. Never wanting Uncle Sam to come and knock on my door and go, hey, where's my money? No. He's not very nice by that point. He really isn't. So let's move into April 16th. We have our full moon in the sign of Libra, and this is going to be amazing. This is going to highlight teamwork, kind of making things like flow with ease. You may have like some old ideas or old habits that you're ready to let go of. This is going to kind of really be kind of an interesting energy. And because of all of this, kind of this full moon in the sign of Libra, we're going to have a lot of selfish people that are normally like me kind of energy, kind of pushing it aside, kind of like, let me get rid of this energy. And it will be a great aspect. If you have someone who's like that in your family or in your friends, this is a really good day to communicate with them and kind of maybe open up a little bit. This may be a great day for that, kind of allowing that, because anything that doesn't work is going to be washed away in that full moon. Next, let's go to April 17th, and we have Mercury in the sign of Taurus, sextile Venus in the sign of Pisces. And sextile is all about supporting energy. So this is going to be kind of keeping your brain in the right energy, kind of like wanting to bring up more love aspects, kind of bringing out like, I want someone new in my life, or I want to bring up someone to kind of fill in the blanks. Maybe that's a new friend, a new boyfriend, a new girlfriend, maybe a new relationship moving in. All of this is kind of bringing this forward. And this is a really great night to plan a date. So this is a really great date night for most people, and kind of bringing in that new energy. So let's move in to April 17th. We have Mercury in the sign of Taurus conjunct Uranus in the sign of Taurus. And Taurus has that really grounded kind of bull energy, kind of like hard-headedness a little bit. And being conjunct is all about kind of uniting, kind of focusing that energy. And then both of these energies, Mercury is all about communication, and Uranus is all about kind of like that crazy idea that actually works, kind of like, where are we going with this? And then all of a sudden it's like, that's the perfect idea. So you're going to have a lot of inspiration on this day. You're going to have a lot of things of kind of like keeping you distracted, kind of that hippie, kind of like, here we go, changeable force of energy. And then we're going to have some ideas that are kind of like, wow, I feel really grounded. I feel really focused on what's going ahead, or where do I want to go next. And this is a really good day to take one thing at a time. Don't focus on too many things at once, just kind of one activity after the next. This is not a day for multitasking. So let's move into April 18th. We have our sun in the sign of Aries square Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. And square is all about that struggle or growth. And our sun in the sign of Aries is all about, our sun is about our ego, and Aries, it has that really strong amplifying energy. And then Pluto is all about the undercurrent, what is going on underneath the current. And so that's what's going to bring up. And then Capricorn has this really amazing, like, individual energy. Like, I want to be my own person. So all of that kind of comes together. And so you're going to have people kind of like power hungry, kind of like, I want to clash with everybody else. I don't care about your ego. I don't care about what's going on. All I care about is me, 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 me. And that's going to bring in some really heavy, heavy energy for a lot of people around. So just know that this is a day that you might want to, someone who has a really big ego, and you might want to avoid them today, just FYI. Also on April 18th, we have Venus in the sign of Pisces, sextile Uranus in the sign of Taurus. And so this is going to kind of, sextile is all about that supportive energy. And so Venus is all about love and communication. And then we've got it in the sign of Pisces. So it's kind of all about flowing love. And then we've got Uranus, which is a very crazy energy, kind of very changeable energy in the sign of Taurus, which is all about very grounding and being accurate with your words and being on task, that sort of thing. So this is going to really kind of open up a day that we could really achieve our goals with everything else going on. Could be our day that we are just going to, this is the day that we're going to achieve our goals. This is where we're going with this. And this could also open up some windfalls for people. So this is a great day to do a scratch off or do a lottery, enter that drawing or whatever it is. This is going to bring in some really amazing money energy as well. So just be aware of that. Let's go into April 19th. We have our sun that enters the sign of Taurus. Like I said, the sun is about our ego, and it enters the sign of Taurus. And so this is going to be this very restful, very calm energy, kind of very grounded and easygoing. We can really enjoy the next few weeks of this Taurus energy, kind of at a leisure pace. You're kind of like, this is so relaxing. You're going to see a lot of people over the next 4 weeks kind of really feel more patient, more kind, more productive, kind of more reliable, kind of like stepping out in some different ways. And this energy is going to be very supportive in all of this. Next, let's move to April 20th, and we have Juno, which is a really small asteroid, and that enters the sign of Pisces. This asteroid is really about like the intimacy, kind of the dreaminess of Pisces kind of enters kind of like our intimacy. How do we deal with both of these together? This is a great time to start a new relationship. You are going to have a lot of romance moving around. That doesn't mean it all has to be about romance. It could also be a very great platonic relationship, or even a new business relationship where things start to flow really easy. You're going to see a lot of unconditional love kind of being spoken. I love you, even to friends. I love you and I appreciate you. You're going to see a lot of that love, that supportive energy coming in a lot more than we have in the past. But try not to fall for things that you're kind of like, okay, this isn't going to happen, or kind of just keeping your right mind, because this can make you feel really airy and dreamy for a lot of people. Let's move into April 24th. We have Mercury in the sign of Taurus, square Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. And remember that squaring is all about struggle or growth. And so Mercury is in the sign of Taurus. And so Mercury is all about this communication, but Taurus is very grounded. So you're going to have like the details of everything, the itty bitty significant little things that most people kind of like, it's not a big deal. It's going to be important. Make sure you don't just kind of laugh those off or anything else for the next couple of days. It's going to be very important to really think about what do we want to bring into us and how do we want to deal with all of this. And then we also have Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. Saturn is all about that structure, the infrastructure of what's going on. And Aquarius is very strong, potent energy. And this is going to bring a lot of delays, a lot of construction going on, a lot of pay attention to what's going on, about future details. Like I said, it's all about all of this kind of little bitty details coming together. And there is going to be a lot of delays. If you're flying this day, if you're driving somewhere this day, this is the day that you're going to want to have extra time to deal with what's going on, because both of these energies together are going to be very frustrating for a while. Also on April 24th, we have Mercury in the sign of Taurus, sextile Neptune in the sign of Pisces. Let's see, sextile, like I said, is all about this supportive energy. This is going to be a really easy aspect. And so if you may enter this instead of kind of the Taurus Saturn conjunct square, this could be a little bit different one. Neptune is that planet of dreams, and Pisces is all about flowing. So you're gonna have a lot of daydreams coming up, a lot of easy energy to deal with this day. This could be very relaxing or very healing. You're going to feel, everybody's going to kind of feel like this extra boost of intuition kind of hitting everybody of where we want to go with all of this. Spiritual messages are going to be really amazingly strong this day. So just know that those are coming out. Also on April 24th, we have a lot going on the 24th. Venus in the sign of Aries, sextile Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. Remember, sextile is all about that supportive energy. Venus being love, Saturn being structure, Aries being very strong, Aquarius being, here we go. This is going to be a very harmonious aspect, ideal for reaching agreements with other people, negotiating great deals, benefiting everybody involved. So this is going to be a really, really great aspect for a lot of people. If you've been working on a settlement with someone, this is a really good day to make sure that you've got a date set on April 24th or around this time frame, so y'all can come to a new settlement and where it benefits everybody. Because if it doesn't benefit everybody, everybody's not going to be happy, and they're not going to let it go. They're not going to let it pass away or kind of like keep bringing it back up. So let's move to April 27th. We have Mercury in the sign of Taurus, sextile Jupiter in the sign of Pisces. And remember, sextile is all about supportive energy. This is an ideal day to kind of make some major decisions about what's coming up in the future for you. You're going to see a lot of kind of like, I'm ready for the future. I'm ready for what's coming up next energy. This is going to really... too much incense there. Let's see. This aspect is really going to push us to kind of trust our own intuition, our own inner guidance, and make some firm plans of what do we want to come in next. Where is our energy going right now? Where do we want to push our energy? And you're going to see a lot of people, even people that normally don't have positive thinking, you're going to see a lot of people having a very positive outlook on life on the 27th. So let's go into, also on the 27th, we have Venus in the sign of Pisces, conjunct Neptune in the sign of Pisces. And this is going to bring up a lot of easy energy, a lot of kind of like, doing what you really love, kind of daydreaming of what do you want to bring in the future? Where do I want to find my new love? Where do I want to bring in my new energy? This is going to be, because Venus is all about love and Neptune is all about dreams. We're going to have this dreamy love kind of day. And everybody's going to have a hint of unconditional love around them. So just know that that's coming in as well. Let's see, April 27th, we have Mercury in the sign of Taurus, trine Pluto in Capricorn. So with this trine between Mercury and Taurus and Pluto in Capricorn, this is going to bring in a lot of kind of power energy, kind of where we're searching for power, what's coming up next. This is going to be one that's going to be moving around a lot. This is a very hardworking aspect, so you may feel like I've got to get some things done, but it's also going to bring up some visualizations of kind of what do I want to accomplish next? Where do I want to go next? And kind of what energy am I going to move into next? Let's go to April 29th. We have Mercury in the sign of Gemini. These two energies are really about like communication and bringing up new opportunities. And we're going to be having Mercury going to retrograde very, very soon after this. So just know that this is all about kind of bringing up communication and kind of clearing things out. You will feel very chatty. Other people feel very chatty around you. So just know that that's part of it. And that's all about like Gemini and Mercury energy together of kind of communication. But I will tell you very much, listen to what other people's energy is going into, because they may tell you some secrets that they didn't think they were going to let out, or they may be like, I didn't expect to say that. It's going to be coming around this time frame. Also on April 29th, we have Pluto goes retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. This is our planet of transformation, our planet of change. Where are we going to go? What are we going to modify into? Going retrograde for the next 5 months, starting today, really encouraging like fresh starts, kind of personal transformations, personal changes. What do I want to change? What do you want to change? And we can support each other through all this. So this is going to be really, really great. Transformative energy for the next 5 months. I know, until like September. It's going to be really cool. Next, on April 30th, we have our new moon in a solar eclipse in the sign of Taurus. So this is going to be a little bit kind of throw us off our game. So next, on April 30th, we have our new moon in a solar eclipse in the sign of Taurus. While this solar eclipse may kind of throw a few people off our game, especially if we're used to being like airy-fairy energy, this is going to be very stable energy. That Taurus is all about that grounded bull. So this can drop off, especially people that are kind of like airy-fairy and kind of live in that energy a lot. They may feel really, really grounded and almost like being pushed down. Doesn't mean it's bad, just means that that's what's coming at us. This is a great time to kind of move into what do we really want to bring into us. It's an ideal time for starting big plans, big changes for the future, being productive, and then really what money is coming towards us, like drawing that money in towards us even faster. Also on April 30th, we have another asteroid, Pallas, entering the sign of Taurus. And Pallas is all about problem solving and increasing our steadiness in the sign of Taurus, kind of like what have been the problems in the past and what would we like to clear out. And this may also kind of bring in some new ideas or instincts for most of us of kind of like, oh, this is the pattern I've been wanting to get rid of. This is the pattern I've been wanting to get rid of for a while. So this is going to be like, wow, bringing in these new thoughts, kind of recognizing patterns in different ways and kind of what do we want to get rid of. Also on April 30th, we have Venus in the sign of Pisces, conjunct Jupiter in the sign of Pisces. Remember, conjunction is all about the unity or kind of bringing things together. This is going to kind of bring our planet of love and pleasure and things into our planet of abundance. Jupiter's all about expanding and bringing things about, and kind of like, what would you love to expand? What would you love to kind of bring into something that's been expanding? How would you like to love this a little bit better? This energy is going to be really great for quite a while. And then we're going to have kind of like our dream life, kind of what do we want to open our heart up into, keeping our hearts with that Venus energy open. This is the day to really kind of, what do we want to bring into us? How do we want to deal with the next couple of weeks moving into May? So let's do some angel cards. I know this is not my normal set. This is actually butterfly, and I thought it'd be perfect for the spring, kind of our butterfly deck, and it's all about changing life, and I just feel like April has a lot of that energy coming up in it. So, okay, I got to get my incense in the right fingers, otherwise it will fall out. So the first one is the very last card. Isn't that interesting? This is all about memories. This is about memories coming forward. And these are good memories. Spring and Easter energy is going to be bringing in a lot of really calm energy, kind of a very great energy for families to kind of reconnect that haven't reconnected in a while. So this is going to be really good. Spiritual growth. So many times during this reading for April, I was talking about your instincts. Your instincts are coming up, kind of that gut feeling, kind of how do I do this or how do I deal with this? Those are really great energies coming around, and kind of really how do I amplify? I will tell people the number one thing to really trust about your intuition is to trust. So many times people are like, oh, I thought about that, or I felt that, but I let it go. Because you were supposed to trust it. You were supposed to trust it so you could get more information or more answers. The next one is all about support. Not only does Mother Nature support us, but we should be supporting ourselves. We should be supporting our friends and our relatives around us, kind of supporting them with what's going on around us. Where do we want to go? Where do we want them to end up? Oh, this one was upside down. This one is all about sentimental feelings. This is going to be coming up a lot. We've got a lot of movement in the sign of Venus, especially in the sign of Pisces, with all of this flowy energy. It's going to bring up kind of this requirement to make some changes. It's going to bring up some requirements of we are supported on the other side, and I guarantee you are. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.